Hi guys, it's me, Jeannie, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do another episode of Toasty Tarot Nights, Toasty Tarot Nights. It's a show segment that I do on my YouTube channel, and it's a podcast. I haven't had some new episodes in a while. There's been a lot going on, but what I end up doing is just reading some cards, like general readings. A lot of times it's readings for me. And then I just kind of catch up on what's going on in my life. So, yeah. We also want to make sure that you have a drink. So, if you are needing to drink some water, some tea, some cocktails, mocktails, I am on vacay for a couple days. And I am going with a seltzer vodka drink. This is my normal. It's, this flavor is just lime seltzer water with vodka. So yeah, before I drink, let's cheers. Clink. So good. All right. So it's been a while. My goodness, there's been a lot that's been going on in my life, and we'll get to that. I already know I'm just going to be very upfront with you, but I will be getting emotional. Surprise! Later when I give you my updates and whatnot. So I just want to put that out there. If you're looking for something happy-go-lucky, I mean, there might be, but I'm just telling you, it's sad. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be more up to date for like what's going on in my life and things like that. So my handle's Witch of Boise, all one word. All right. So, what does tarot want me to talk about? These are going to be general readings, so if they resonate with you, that's great. I want to hear all about it in the comments. Also, if you like these videos, make sure you comment that and like them, subscribe, comment. It does help build my channel, and it kind of gives me an idea of what you guys like. What does tarot want to talk about? These cards. We might have to just get right into it. Oh. Yuck. Okay. Now, I'm reading this as a general, but wow, this is becoming a lot. This is actually really striking home with me. Yikes. And I'll give you a little bit of the tea on that end, but I'm going to read this as if it were a client and not me. Okay. All right, so here are the cards. We have the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Justice, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Interesting, because we have 2 3s and 2 7s. Okay, so I'm going to read this just as if you were one of my clients. And if you want a personalized reading, just kind of like this, go check out my website, witchofboise.com, and you can book your reading with me. Okay, so for the Three of Swords, there's heartbreak that's been happening. And this can be something that has recently or has been in the past. you're working hard towards overcoming and breaking through this moment of hurt. And you're trying to surround yourself with people from a lot of different backgrounds. So a lot of different kind of perspectives. So this is going to really help you in that sense to kind of get a different angle on it. And you might even realize that the part that you had to play in this Three of Swords energy, because I always feel like with the Three of Swords, and it's with anything too, is that there's three truths. There's your truth, the other person's truth, and then the actual truth. And so it's kind of also taking accountability and seeing what was your like what you did in the grand scheme of things. And I think with working with different people and kind of stepping outside of this hurt and seeing it from a different perspective is going to really open your eyes. The biggest thing is that this is attracting people, attracting energies towards you, because you're on this healing journey and it's actually making you become a lot more stable, a lot more grounded than you've ever been before. Your foundation's really, really solid. And you also understand the truth of the matter. So it's almost like you're becoming a lot clearer on what has happened, and it's moving forward with integrity, moving forward with truth and honesty and communication. It's the give and take and give, and it's balancing itself out. But like I said, there's energies that are coming towards you. And to be quite honest, it's in threes. So there's three different energies. This can be people, this can be like 4 relationships, but it's 3 different opportunities. One's for passion, one's for emotions, and one's for earthly matters. So if it's not resonating with you towards like a relationship aspect, this can be something that's coming towards you for your finances. Something's coming towards you as a friendship, as something that's emotionally fulfilling. And then one is coming towards you with fire and passion and igniting a fire within you to start something that you're passionate about, you know? It's that kind of energy because of this shifting and this analyzing what has happened. And there's a lot of accountability here too. There's a lot of accountability that's happening. And I think the justice has been served because you're aware of what your part was, but it seems like whatever parts that weren't a part of it have zero idea, and they don't even care. They don't even care to know. So it's just leaving that in the past, knowing that you broke through that, and breaking through meaning that you have upgraded, that you're on a different level, essentially. And, you know, the things that are meant for us are going to be meant for us. And that's just the idea of these kind of like breakthrough moments, these heartbreak moments. It's just knowing that it's a lesson, it's a test. It's something where you realize that you are actually at a higher vibration than where you were to begin with. One of the things that you do want to be aware of because of this energy that's happening is there's something that you have been actually really working on, and this is with finances. This is material, earthly matters, and you're wanting to pull the gun essentially to start it, to reap the benefits of your rewards, and it's not the time yet. So you have to hold on to it, continue to let it grow, continue to do your thing, because it will be the time to show that success or to reap the rewards of all of your hard work. This is also something where you have to make sure your boundaries are in place, because there are going to be people that are testing them. So just keep that in mind. And it's I hate to be like, to say it in this way, but it's trust no one, but trust your intuition. So if your intuition says, I trust this person, it's your intuition. So you have to trust your intuition. But I think the biggest thing is, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And this energy that's coming in is sly. They are very tricky in the sense of taking a little bit. It's like pushing the boundary just a little bit to seeing how far you'll push back. And if you don't push back at all, they're just going to keep on taking. So it's just keeping that in mind. So, yeah, that is with that reading. Now, if it were my personal reading, I'm going through a heartbreak, and it's revealing to me who in my past, because if you watch this channel and been on my Instagram and kind of know certain things, justice is my card. Anytime I get justice, because I've asked my deck with certain people in my life, what the cards are, and justice is actually the card that's symbolizes me. And it's just with this heartbreak, it's seeing that people mature. People in your past have matured from what they were, and they are trying to seem like they're someone that is much more successful, and are trying to prove a point of how successful they are. And it's not even for themselves. It's for other people. But this energy is headed towards me. There is another energy that's coming in, really fiery and passionate. I'm actually getting more of my career because I'm working on a bunch of stuff in the background. And I know I say that, but it's true. And you're not going to see the benefits of your rewards, but you have to make sure that those healthy boundaries are, and you don't get derailed from some BS person from the past, you know? And when I'm saying past, this is like past. This is like another lifetime ago. But yeah, so that's how I would interpret it if it was for me. But that first reading was definitely like a general reading. So anyways, that is it for that reading. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, comment below, tell me if it resonated with you. We're going to go on to number 2, and I'm just going to do a quick little reading to see what tarot wants to talk about before I talk to you guys. Also want to tell you that I am filming this a little bit early. I'm filming this on the 22nd of August. Okay. All right, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords in reverse, Temperance, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, this is another one. And anytime I do these Toasty Tarot nights, and even when I do pick a cards, I feel like tarot is just like mocking me, and I hate it. All right, so here's the thing. You're working really hard right now towards a goal. And a lot of this is more of like a career, or even like leveling up in some sort of earthly manner. So when I say that, it's something that is of the physical world. So it doesn't have to necessarily mean career wise, but this can be like leveling up in like your trade, or leveling up in a personal way, like leveling up on your cooking skills, like things that are like that, you know? leveling up on your gardening, leveling up on growing things, things that you're touching and feeling and smelling and hearing. So there's this master, like trying to become a master of something, and you're still working really, really hard on this. The great thing though is that you need to celebrate your victories. You need to celebrate your foundations because they are really, really strong. So it's just you're unwaveable right now. And so you need to just kind of lighten up a little bit, get a little loose, get a little fun, have fun. There has been a time of isolation. And this time has been a really good time to doing some soul searching, some soul diving in. And again, this kind of resonates with that previous reading of accountability. And it's just realizing what, when you're soul searching, what have you done wrong? You know, it's don't victimize yourself all the time because not everyone's perfect. And maybe realizing your own faults and your own issues and your own actions towards certain situations, you're going to put a light to it, and that way it's not going to repeat again. Or you're going to catch it before it gets to that point. So this isolation period is very lonely, but at the same time, it's so much work. And it's work for the best, for the better of you if you're wanting to be the best version of yourself. And also it helps soul like healing as well. And this is a really slow moving process right now. And I think that you have to understand that it's not like things are going to change overnight. And when you have these like beautiful manifestation signs and things just seem to be going your way and then it just never gets to that point, it's never getting down on yourself because there's a reason why that's happening. And it's like you have to kind of go back to the drawing board in a sense of, you know, maybe this isn't meant for me, but if I really want this, I need to try it and try again. And that's kind of where this Knight of Pentacles energy is, where it's just kind of slow moving, very methodical, but it's very stable. It's very much like I have plan A, B, C. With plan A, I have plan A1, A2, A3. And with plan B, I have plan B1, plan B2, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's planning these different things. So then if failure happens, you're like, I can get right back up on it and go to the next plan. So it's methodical. There's a reason there's a method to the madness, but there's a reason why. Now, going forward, you really need to practice some direct communication. And just kind of be blunt about it. You don't have to be rude, or bitchy or anything like that, but you just have to be blunt about what you want or if someone is disrespecting you. And you just have to like stop it right then and there. And the other thing too, which is this is kind of like a balance with it. Communication needs to be on top, but this defensiveness and coldness needs to subside a little bit. You need to warm up and let your guard down just a little bit. And your guardian angels or spirit guides or your higher self, you know, whatever you believe in, they are watching out for you, and they are going to guide you with any sort of questions that you may have. And this is also a big indicator of practicing moderation, practicing balance, and it goes to that communication and like vulnerability. So it's like you standing up for yourself, but also like not having a wall that no one can penetrate, essentially. So you just have to get through that balance of it. And it's just kind of just telling you where you have so much foundation. And I think for a lot of you, you're homebodies. You love to be at home. And you're really basking in this feminine energy. And that's just what you need to be. You need to be in that receiving mode of letting abundance come to you. It's not dropping your responsibilities. It's also about working hard, but being open to receiving. All right, guys, that is it for that reading. If you want your own reading, make sure you go check out my website, witchofboise.com, and you can book your private reading today. All right, let's do a little cheers. We're going to cheers to vulnerability and authenticity. Clink. All right. I'm already getting teary-eyed. So I really don't remember. I don't remember the last time I did Toasty Tarot Nights. But this Wednesday will be it will be 3 weeks since I had to put my dog down. I had to put get my tissues. I had to put my dog Coda down. And that was so hard. She was not doing well. But she had a really good day. Her last day on this earth was one of the best days that she's ever had. And so when they do that, you feel like such an asshole because you're like, she's fine. Why am I doing this? She's fine. And she wasn't, but she had a really good day, her last day. And it's been really hard. It's been really quiet. She was like Marley. She was like one of my best friends. And as some of you may know, I had to put my cat Marley down last December. So it's within 7 months of each other. I've had to put 2 of my girls down. And it has been so hard. Like I said, it was so quiet. But I felt so incredibly guilty, but she was so unhappy because her back legs stopped working. And I gave her a bunch of supplements. I had to help her up and down my steps, which I don't have a lot of steps, but I still had to help her. And she was my guardian. Like, she was, her dog job was to take care of me and to protect me and patrol the yard. And she couldn't do that anymore. And so you could tell how sad and how miserable she was. And so there was a moment this spring where I thought I had to put her down, and I thought I could have her until Christmas, and that just didn't work. And she ended up one of the reasons that I came to this conclusion, because it's so hard when you live with them to step outside and see how good or how bad they are, because you're with them every day. You know what they're like. And the weekend before I put her down, she Coda tried to attack me as much as a geriatric old ass dog could do, which, I mean, she wouldn't have done anything. But it was so out of character, and it was like she was just done. And a lot of it was me trying to help her. was trying to help her to get upstairs, and she just was pissed. She didn't want my help and tried to bite my face. And again, she wouldn't have done anything, and she wouldn't have hurt anyone if it were something else. But that's another thing, just being a responsible pet owner, is that when this stuff arises, like, you have to be aware of it's not just you anymore. And if my nephews were over here and she did that to them, it's done, you know? And I decided then, I called and got an appointment. And we had a really good Tuesday night. And then Wednesday was the appointment at 4. And so she had just had a really good day. She got into the car. And she just... The lights just came on. And I feel her here. But I miss her every day. And even when I started to be before I was filming today, there's a part of me that had to hold back where it's like, okay, go lay down. And, there's not a dog there to tell that to and do these routines. But she's just a magical girl, and I'm still having problems trying to get my head in the right spot to do everything. And at my bill paying job, there's a lot of stress that I'm not going to get into. There's a lot of stuff on Boise that I'm trying to get done, and I'm super depressed, and I'm trying to grieve the loss of essentially Coda, who is a lot like my kid. I had her for 13 years when she was a puppy, and she just was the best dog, and it just sucks. It just sucks. But I know that she's with me all the time. I can feel her. I'm feeling her around me right now. And she just is awesome. And I'll get more into the spiritual side of things with that. But I do feel like I have a ghost dog. I feel like I still have a dog here that follows me around. And there has been times, and I don't know if it's just my brain just remembering things and inputting it, but I see her. I even heard her. And it's been really difficult. But that has been weighing on me, and deciding when I was going to do that for a while. And so now I'm at the stages of healing and trying to figure out my new normal. And Coda brought a lot of purpose into my life. And it feels like that purpose is gone. And that's my struggle right now. But I know that she's feeling so much better and that she's doing really good. But anyways, that's my big update. if you want to know like what's going on in my life, like my day-to-day life, Instagram is really good. I'm on it all the time there. And I want to do more of these Toasty Tarot nights because I have been actually getting a lot of private messages since I've put Coda down, and even before that, of wanting more of the Toasty Tarot nights. So I want to at least do that once a month. And yeah, so, well, thanks for listening to me and watching me cry. I don't know why, but I'm always crying on this, but I think it's that I want to be vulnerable and I want to be authentic and I want to tell you guys what's going on in my life. And, you know, I'm a person that lives with high functioning anxiety and depression. And when things like this happen, it takes me on to a deep end, and it can be really hard for me to navigate my own feelings, and I feel very overwhelmed. And the good thing though is that I've taken some time on vacation and I'm cleaning up my depression house, and there's been stuff that I haven't cleaned or done in so long, and I'm starting to kind of get into that mode of clearing and cleaning the space and honoring Coda and Marley and Alice. But anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And I don't mean this to be a bummer, but if you're going through a death of a animal or even a family member, because Coda was like my family member. She was awesome. I understand. It sucks. But just know that I love you and I am sending you good energy, and yeah. But anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.